Hi, y'all. My name is Audra Bryant. You can follow me at Audra A. Bryant and also at I've Got Scars, Baby. And I am rocking today with Michelle C. on Candid Kisses TV.
It's the Jill of all trades, Michelle C., a.k.a. DJ Make a Move. She cute. Your host of Candid Kisses TV, everywhere you need to be. And if you don't know by now, it's not your typical interview, y'all.
Candy Kisses blown away. Candy Kisses TV for tomorrow today. Man, throw that auto-tune on that bitch. Have you sound like Teddy Payne.
Hi there, this is Kim Cole, and you are rocking with Candy Kisses TV.
It's your boy Talent, baby. Michelle and Candy Kisses TV. With my girl Michelle C. Don't take it personal.
Yo, what's up? It's bruh man from the fifth floor. In the ATL, chilling with Candy Kisses TV.
What's up, y'all? You're watching Candy Kisses TV with my homegirl, Michelle.
Hello there. Have you asked yourself what you're missing? I have. It's Candy Kisses TV.
What up, Kiss fam? It's your girl, Michelle C., a.k.a. DJ Make a Move, the Jill of all trades. And you know what I do each and every Monday? I bring you a Motivation Monday with another dope talent. But before we get all into that, you know what you got to do. Act like you know. Go on, subscribe now before I tell your mama. Act like she done raised you right. It's free 99. It ain't costing you nothing. Go on, look the girl up. All right, so we are getting into it. Today, I am bringing you another dope individual. She is a singer, songwriter, author, motivational speaker, life coach, producer, podcast show host. Listen, so many talents in this vessel right here. Please give it up and welcome to the Kiss fam, Miss Audra Bryant. What's going
Hey, y'all. What's up? I'm so happy to be here today. My goodness, I'm excited.
Good. I'm so excited to have you. Please drop all your Instagram, social media, everything they can follow you at right now.
Yes, you can follow me at Audra A. Bryant, AudraABryant. You can also follow me at I've Got Scars, Baby on Instagram. And yeah, that's my stuff. That's my stuff. Or if you just want to go and do traditional route and go to the website, that's www.audrabryant.com. There you go.
We got all your info. That's what they need to go.
Hey, go on there.
So we're gonna get straight into it. What inspired you to start your journey in the entertainment industry?
So, okay, I grew up and I started writing songs when I was 8 years old. Then from there, I got into, I'm from Detroit originally. So I got into theater. I was in a theater company called Mosaic Youth Theater Detroit. And so from like writing songs for the plays we did, singing, performing, all of that. And then I was like, oh my goodness, I cannot give up songwriting. I can't give up being creative. And so I said, you know what, where can I be really, really, really creative? And so I came out to LA. And so in LA, I started working for Jill Scott's first record label, Hidden Beach Recordings, and I was interning there. Then I got hired on as assistant, then moved from music and got into TV production. And that's when my first show was Steve Harvey's Big Time. Got on as a researcher, then moved to associate producer and kind of, different shows. I've done America's Got Talent. I've, been casting for different reality shows and things like that. So yeah, that's kind of my journey.
So you've been kind of famous. You got all the little connections.
It's, I've been around. I've been around a lot of talent, a lot of successful people doing their thing, and I've learned a lot. And so yeah. And it's very motivating.
Absolutely. Like the one thing that sparked my interest too, you said you're a songwriter. I'm also a songwriter. And before I started doing anything, I used to write poetry. My family is a musical family. My dad was in a group called The Endeavors. Like everybody in our family is music, singing, piano playing. Like we all doing something entertainment wise, but not even purpose. It's just like naturally in us. Like,
See?
may not even be our career choice, but you're gonna be at the house. Somebody gonna be singing something.
Okay. Okay. I'm not mad at it. I love that. I love that. You can't help yourself.
Well, one thing I didn't know about you working for Hidden Beach, that's very interesting. So how was that?
It was an awesome experience. It, because I'm a lover of neo soul, like that kind of, that genre of music. So, for Jill Scott, Kendrick the Family Soul, like all of these amazing artists that were just all in one place, and being able to just kind of see what it looks like to promote them. Like I remember as an intern, they had these backpacks with like one of the albums just came out and they had these backpacks with speakers on them, and we had to walk like to the Hollywood. We walked to the Hollywood Bowl with the backpacks on our back, like, like, hey, we got this new record coming out. So, you get a chance to kind of see the behind the scenes of how people are promoting and, and all of that. So it was really an amazing experience.
Now,
sure.
real talk, I miss those days because I used to intern for different radio stations and music as well. And that was when people was really like, they was about their marketing business for real.
Okay.
It was flyers, like it was literally word of mouth. Like, I mean,
yes,
it's awesome because it does get you connected to different people and still is a great marketing tool. But just back in the day, like the 90s day, they'd be like, oh no, you got to get this flyer to make sure you come to the thing.
Exactly. It was very grassroots, talking to the people, developing that relationship. And so, I think that's something that we all kind of miss in a way. Like anybody that's marketing right now is probably like, dang, it's just completely different now. So
you need to bring it back because it worked. You can't say it didn't work.
It certainly did work. It certainly did. It did. And I think you appreciated it so much because you felt like, oh, y'all don't know about this. I got this new thing over here. Right. And I think people felt like, oh my God, I'm the first person to know about this artist. And so now it's very different because, like I'm the first million people to know about this artist, maybe.
Right, but what I'm saying, but we always like to brag and be like, yeah, I remember when that Jill Scott had them book bags and they just always.
Okay. Exactly.
So you can say, yep, and I was the one holding the book bag. Now what?
Exactly. Okay. Like I'm the one who made the CDs and the exactly. So yes, I totally get that. Burning CDs and stuff like that. So yeah.
I'm all about that life. Now, you did mention that music is one of your passion. What is like more of your passion? Is it the singing was first, or did acting or anything else like that come first? What was your like first passion out of songwriting? Was it just writing or just vocals?
So writing was the number one passion initially because I started writing songs when I was 8. And then when I got into the theater group, I started singing and I was like, okay, this is fun. I liked being on stage and performing. That was something I found that was like fun for me because, But here's the funny part. I never necessarily thought that I would have been a singer in that theater group because I always thought that I would have been an actor in the theater group.
Okay.
And so we had different, and I don't think many people know this, but I auditioned for the acting group, right?
Okay.
And I didn't make it as an actor. I didn't get they didn't select me as an actor, but they selected me as a singer. And I was like, oh, so I guess I'm singing now. Okay. And so I wound up developing myself as a singer. Mm-hmm. And later on in life, I started getting back into acting and saw myself in, acting a little bit more here and there. And I was like, it was a very interesting thing, but I was writing songs at 8. So I guess it just happened to be the path that it happened to be.
But what's funny about that? It's almost kind of like God twisted it around. You wanted it the acting way.
Yeah.
Now we're going to develop the singing way first, simply because you got to think about it. If you're a singer, you're going to be in the video, which is acting. So it's like singing is actually honing your craft to act when you decide I'm going to do the acting now.
Oh, look at you telling the truth. Okay. That's real though.
I ain't come this way. As long as it come, that's all that matters.
You know what? You're absolutely right. You really are correct about that because it being on stage, generally speaking, the performance aspect is really all that really matters. You can apply it in different ways eventually, but if you can get on that stage and enjoy yourself and connect with the audience, then you got what you need to get.
Because listen, public is you know what? It's funny you say that because like we were talking off the air about comedy and all that stuff like that. But it's funny that I'm actually more comfortable grabbing a mic, doing a poem, or singing a song than I am to tell a joke. Like if I was want to tell you, hey, y'all remember this song? Because this is the funny part as well. So it's like it's certain aspects of entertainment that I'm totally fine with, but other stuff I'll be like, I don't know about that.
You know what? You know why? Let me tell you why. Probably when it comes to comedy, because the return on investment is so fast. Because think about that. Like you tell, because there's only a little window in there where you're gonna know right away if they like you or not. Okay, you tell one punchline and you hear some crickets. Your whole life then fell into your stomach. Okay, you about to fall off the stage. That's how you feel.
Like check please.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like, you know what, y'all? So that's what I think it really is because like there's like this higher demand because people are expecting you to make them laugh. So it's just like they sitting there like, and then you sitting up there like, okay, so all the pressure is here.
Like you go to instant panic mode. Like if I would never forget, like I said, like I did my one little thing, but it wasn't. But when I got on there, it was, you know how you get a couple of chuckles here and there? And the only problem was because like I literally do like go up there and do something, whatever. So it wasn't like they are prepared to listen to say, oh, she's getting ready to do whatever. So maybe that might be why I'm like, I don't know. So maybe like try another stage where they're focused on this is what you're supposed to do, and then I don't know. Like I'm under pressure, but I don't know how good.
Here's and I've heard this from comedians, just like really successful doing their thing. You know who they are. They still on the come up, right? And it's like you got like. Everybody has gotten booed. I mean, everybody has had a sucky day. Like everybody has not made everybody laugh and like that happens. So it's almost like you want that to happen as soon in your career as possible, right? So you can get over the fear of having that happen. And honestly, the thing that makes you better is just doing it all the time. That is like being on stage, doing open mics, doing shows. That's the thing that's going to get you to the point where it's like you have the confidence. And that's it. Like I don't know what else to tell you, but that's it, girl. Do it.
It's not even the fear of the boo. It's the for me, it's the fear of the anger that's going to swell up inside me.
You'll be like, so y'all gonna sit out there and not laugh, okay? Y'all gonna sit out there and act like y'all ain't got no laughter bones.
Like nigga, I'll be ready to knuckle up. Like, oh, that's what we doing?
Like we go, you know what? Meet me outside, then. Meet me outside.
Meet me outside. That's me all day. That's how I'm just like, I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm definitely gonna figure it out because I feel like everything that I've ever wanted to do, I've always attempted. So I'm like, I'm gonna try it. If I like it, if I don't, hey, move on to the next thing. Simple as that.
Girl, you gonna do it, and then you gonna fall in love with it, and you'll be like, okay, this is another thing that I'm great at. That's what you gonna do. I see you.
Well, I pray so.
I love it because you already know you got it together. I see the intro for the show. I see you doing your thing. You girl, please. It's gonna be fun.
A little sprinkle, a little razzle dazzle,
Yes.
Who are some of your musical influences?
So definitely I love Jill Scott. That was like when I first heard her come out, I was like, it was called Who is Jill Scott? I was like, yeah, who is Jill Scott? I love this music is amazing. So Jill Scott, I love Anthony Hamilton. I'm from Detroit, so you know I love Anita. You know,
Come on, now.
girl. Hello. Okay, like here, you know what happened one time? I got to tell you, I was visiting my family in Detroit, and we went to this restaurant. When I tell you, they had the whole Anita Baker, just like her greatest hits album or something playing. It was all Anita Baker the whole time. And do you understand the level of joy I felt in my spirit? Okay,
But
like how many times you go, girl? I've been living in California too long. I'm like, how many times you go to a restaurant and just hear the whole like Anita Baker's best hits? And like the whole time I was like, this is where I'm supposed to be. So love me some Nita, and you know, Sade and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, and then lately, of course, you know, Lauryn Hill. Then like lately I've really been digging, like I think her has some amazing, she is doing her thing, okay?
Her ping.
Right? I'm like, you better come through with all the good hits. Oh, let me tell you something about her. Here's the interesting thing. Back in the day, she was doing her thing coming up as a kid. Like her parents were really involved in her development. And one of my coworkers tried to get her on one of our shows.
Okay.
But she was a kid, like before she became her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it was just one of those things where my friend called me one day. She's like, yeah, do you know that her, like the girl that we tried to get on the show, that's her. I was like, what? It was a crazy thing. I was like, dang. And that just made me feel like, okay, I'm really grown in this game. That you can
yeah. When you behind the scenes all the time, like if I'm, you know, a makeup artist for a trade, but I'm behind the scenes a lot. So once you start seeing these people that have grown in their entertainment field, you be like, oh, I remember that was the little boy that was in such and such. You be like,
yes, it's so interesting. So yeah, it's, you know, so those are some people. And then when I think about songwriters, I mean, Babyface, Diane Warren.
I did not know Babyface wrote all those songs. I love that's one of his songs, but when they did that the tribute to him, it was some award show, and they did all. I was like, wait a minute, that was come on, Babyface.
He wrote hashtag all the songs.
Yes.
That's what it is. All the songs. I mean, amazing. I mean, of course, Stevie Wonder. Like, I mean, all these. It's so like I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan, and of course, I love Prince. Like, there's just so many amazing people that I just look to. Oh, let me tell you, performer. And I grew up wanting to be her.
Okay.
Tina Turner.
Listen, did we just come best friends?
Girl, I think we did then.
And I tell you, I've been thinking, what's love got to do with since I was the tender age of 3.
Woo!
And I am not playing with you. You can ask my mama on God. Listen, everybody is in the day going like kindergarten. They thinking the wheels on the bus go round and round. I'm over here. What's love got to do?
Okay.
Baby.
Girl.
Nothing about Miss Tina.
You can't tell me nothing about Miss Tina. Like, what we talking about? Like, she on stage owning every single inch of that stage. Okay. I saw it and I was just like, oh my God, this is what I'm talking, like this right here.
That's
this
it.
Me. That's what I love. So Miss Tina, come on through. I love her. So
through all her little struggles, the one thing I admire the most about her, she whooped that nigga's ass. Listen, she was like, what you not gonna do? I'm gonna take a couple of punches here and there, but I'm gonna listen.
Man,
she has something to play with. She a cold piece of work, honey.
Man, because when you get that love on yourself, when you start to love yourself and you start to see your own value, you like, wait a minute. You start looking around at yourself like, wait a minute, this is not this is not what I'm supposed to be. This is not what I'm supposed to be doing. And then you get it all the way together. And she got it all the way together. She was like, no, just give me my name. Just give me my name. I'm fine. That's all I need. And she made it happen. So I'm grateful to Miss Tina. Please understand that.
Still rocking, baby. She got the best legs since I don't know who else.
Hello.
In your 80s, still strutting. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. She can't even help herself. She just get out the bed like I'm a queen. I don't even think she get out the bed. I think she just rises up somehow, and she just start floating and hovering wherever she got to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just petals of flowers just come out in front of her, and she's just like, really? Is that just how you walk around, Miss Tina, with the flowers, the petals and stuff? Okay,
honey.
That's what it is with Miss Tina. So yeah.
We are moving right on.
Yes.
Okay, so you have been on many stages.
Yes.
Whether it is behind the scenes, in front of the scenes. What was your very first time on stage like? And were you petrified or what was it?
Oh, child. Yes. So I was 8 years old.
Okay.
And I was taking some vocal lessons. And my first time performing was in a church. My vocal teacher had me perform. I was 8 and I was terrified. It was a solo. I was terrified. It's like, you know, what are y'all trying to do to me? Like, this is not right. But but yes, like absolutely terrified. So,
well, I mean, the church shouldn't have been that bad because normally when you're young and you'd be like, go on, baby, let them use you.
But no, see, here's the thing. I need to tell you, I think I've been hard on myself since I was 8 years old, at least, like as long as I know. Because it was just like, I need to get this right. I need to get it right. Like, that's my own view of myself. Like, I got to do it. And so I put that pressure on myself. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, it's not that I didn't necessarily feel supported, but I was like, okay, I need to remember these words. I need to make sure I hit these notes properly. It was a whole lot of pressure. It was a lot. I was like, you know what? After that, I was like, I don't know if I want to sing anymore. This is too much.
Look, it's what make you like, you can in the bathroom, you singing and you hitting all the notes. But look, you on stage, you be like, oh, dang, I cracked on that one. And it's not because you can't do it. It's just because everybody's staring at you.
Girl. And that's my thing. Like, I was like, I don't know what to do, but okay, I'm gonna do the best I can. And I focused, I did it. Now we ain't gonna talk about the time when I was fast forward to high school and I forgot the words to Amazing Grace in front of the peoples. We're not gonna talk about that part, okay?
Yeah, yes, we are. We absolutely are. So what part of the grace did you forget?
I don't even know. It was like, I think after Amazing Grace, that was about it for me.
You didn't know the sound was
how sweet the. Okay.
So she didn't know the sound was sweet. That's what had happened.
That was what it was. I was like, that sound is something. Something about that sound is interesting. But girl, I was like, and it was. You know what's sad is that I was on stage. So I'm in front of them. Because my friend had invited me to sing in her church. And so, because she's like, yeah, you can sing, come on in. I was like, okay. When they start trying to sing the song to you so you can remember.
Oh, man.
And then you can't remember because you're so nervous. And you're just like up there, like.
And they looking at you like, the sound. Come on.
Exactly. And I'm like.
I don't follow. I
don't know what you're saying. I don't know. That was literally what happened right there. Okay.
Oh my God. Yes. Why would you would have said
like
how sweet did it be like? Sound like she don't know that song.
Exactly. It sounds like you need to come back when you got some sheet music, ma'am. What's going on, girl? Get it together. That's what it was. So
so we are gonna move on. Now, I found you in these YouTube streets.
Oh, YouTube.
Okay. And I heard a little bit about your story. So for those who do not know about your story, would you mind sharing a little bit of it?
Yes. So I'm a burn survivor. So as you can see my scars. So I was burned at 18 months old, and I did not look at myself in the mirror until I was 25 because I didn't want to see my scars. So yeah, it was one of those situations where I just going through our life avoiding myself. So I wound up, I had a revelation at 25. And that revelation was basically, I felt like God was whispering in my ear, like, Audra, everybody has scars, some on the outside and some on the inside. And that actually brought me some peace and comfort. And I was like, you know what, God? I think you're right. And then I was like, okay, cool. I want to go write songs and encourage people. And I felt like I was like, but hold on, boo. Hold on. Wait, hold on. How you going to go and encourage people if you won't look at yourself in the mirror? I got that. And I was like, ooh, I couldn't argue with that, right?
Right.
So that kind of led me toward my journey of really self-healing and starting to look at myself in the mirror. It took me a 6-month process, but I did that. Then I had to start showing my scars to other people. That was a whole process as well. But I was focused and I wound up doing that. And then fast forward, wrote a song called Scars, started performing it around LA and in Michigan as well. And people would come up to me afterward and show me their scars, talk about their scars, all that kind of stuff. So I say, you know what, let me see what we can do with this. So then I wound up creating a podcast called I've Got Scars, Baby. And so I bring people on and we talk about their experiences, whether they're physical scars or internal emotional scars, and how they like made their way through that and became empowered. So yeah.
Wow, and what drew me to your page was my mom is actually a burn survivor as well. She was burned beyond recognition when she was in her young 20s. She's a flight attendant, and now she had to administer oxygen to a patient, and then the oxygen blew up in her face like a bomb.
Oh my God!
Getting her, but you look at her today, you would never know her story because she has scars. But not scars where you're like, oh, what happened to you? Like, she would have to tell you her story for you to even know. Because when I say God all the way, it's like you would never know. Like, unless she physically told you and then say, oh, here's the scar here, here's the scar here, you wouldn't know. And it's funny that you say that you didn't look at yourself in the mirror. And I'm wondering, like, because you said 18 months is when your accident happened. So what made you even know that you have scars? Like, in other words, you can look at another child and say, oh, she doesn't have this or she doesn't have that. But what made you self-conscious? Because it's like, if this is how you've been your whole life, what made you say, I'm not gonna look in the mirror? Yeah,
so my first experience, and I talk about this in my book, at 3 years old, I was in ballet class. That was like my first time. It was like a ballet summer camp type of thing. And so my little kid have to wear a unitard. So, it's a scoop neck. You can see my scars, and imagine when I was younger and shorter, my scars are a lot puffier, right?
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So it was one of those things where I'm wearing my unitard and then kids come up to me. And this was the first time with me being outside of my family, seeing my scars or a doctor or something. And so they're like, what happened? What's that? Ooh, like, what happened to you? It's all these questions, like a barrage of questions. And so that was really the first time that I felt like, oh my God, like I'm so different. Right.
Oh,
so it was that kind of thing. And then, I would see people look. I mean, at the end of the day, when you could tell, it's like a woman with big old boobs, like she got a cleavage out. You could tell when somebody stared at your cleavage, Like, look me in my eye. Look me in my eye.
This goes to show you that your parents must have been very patient and kind and nice all the time with you. I was raised with a brother that was a fighter, and I just know, like, if the shoe was on the other foot and it was me and somebody's pointing at me, say, oh, I don't like that, or what's that, or whatever, my instinct is to punch him. So, so that's like, I know your family raised you right. No, just, deal with the man, please. I'd whoop their ass and be like, now ask me again.
See, I was definitely raised very differently than that. So, but you know what? Your way probably would have worked a lot better than mine. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have been not looking at yourself for the first 25 years of your life, I'm sure.
Now, I might have had my internal scars. Like, if I got home and I'm like, well, I might have felt some type of way when I got home because they did whatever they did to make me feel self-conscious. Yeah. I would have felt my hands before I got home and cried.
Like you will feel the wrath though.
Oh, you gonna
feel this wrath. There's some wrath that I think you need to feel.
Right. So next time you won't ask anybody that dumb question.
But you know, at the end of the day, really when it comes down to kids, honestly, they're just curious. They don't know. They don't necessarily feel like it's a good or bad thing. They just like, what is the thing? And so, but for me, it was just like, I just don't want to be different. And that was just really what it boiled down to. I don't think anybody wants to feel different. Like you just want to fit in. And especially like you're doing a dance class, like everybody's going to be kind of looking over at you. And it's not, they're not looking at your plies. They looking at your chest right now. Like what happened to your chest? What is that?
Right.
So, yeah.
Guess what? Kandid Kisses TV has merch. That's right. You can find it at artistperiod.com. We have everything you need. We have hoodies. We have coffee mugs. We even have throw pillows and beach towels for the summer. Get it right. Keep it tight. Listen, everything you need to get your drip right, artistperiod.com has it for you. That's artistperiod.com. Get your drip right with artistperiod.com and Kandid Kisses TV. Make sure you get it today.
Honey, I've been there, done that. I'm just a living testimony of swinging first, ask questions later. That's all.
Girl,
everybody's sensitive about everybody, like whether it's a scar on the outside or like you said, a scar on the inside. You're sensitive about certain things. And so when you touch that little button of sensitivity, you're gonna get touched back.
I'm not even mad at you, to be honest. It's because, like, I definitely get it. It's just, I don't know if that's necessarily going to work because by the time you become an adult, you just be like, yeah, so she just went around punching people. So we had to just kind of move her into this other little space called the jail because she be punching people.
That's the only thing that has saved me as an adult because I realized, you can get locked up for doing that.
You can just a little bit though.
In my younger days, I was swinging. It was going down. I'm telling you, that's the one thing you don't want to do is you don't mess with Michelle. Listen, you better ask about me.
See, I believe it because some people just had it. Like they just be like, I'm just a little different. I'm a little kumbaya person sometimes. That's kind of how I am a little bit.
I've grown to that space. That kumbaya, I don't more in the kumbaya now, but it takes a lot to push me to the edge, and I mean a lot because it's not worth it. It's not worth your freedom. It's not, But if you ever get me past the kumbaya, you done really did something.
See, I see that. You see, and it's almost like, well, you deserve this because you didn't did too much. But you know what? I had to grow. I had to grow to that space where I stood up for myself more. I had to grow to that where I was just like, look, here are the boundaries and you are not about to cross them. Thank you very much. I had to do that. So I think it's just about balance. It's about, understanding that, people are curious. They don't always know. That doesn't mean that they're trying to be mean. Right. But it's also like, honor yourself at the same time. And if you don't need to be in certain environments because people are not treating you properly, then go ahead and remove yourself and be good about it and be like, all right, y'all don't need all this goodness over here. So let me go on over there. Y'all have a good day.
You better say it. So we are moving on. Now, who is one entrepreneur you look up to?
One entrepreneur that I look up to. Interesting. I feel like, and I would say this is a person that I just always admired. Okay, so one particular person that I always just kind of looked up to, and could I say entrepreneur? I feel like yes.
Okay.
And also no in the same time at the same time because she's an artist. I always looked up to Maya Angelou. And I just kind of felt to me like she because she was so talented. Like a lot of us, we know her for poetry.
Right.
We don't always know, like, you know, all of her experience in the arts,
Mm-hmm.
dancing, like all these things that she did, and all these different people that she was just connected with. It
Right.
was just a really powerful. She's just a powerful woman. And then for me, the wisdom. It was really about the wisdom that I felt like she had in navigating, the entertainment industry in a
Mm-hmm.
way that felt like, wow, she's a respectable woman in this industry, and people can look to her for advice and wisdom. But also she was a Renaissance woman. Like she really did do, like, how they say, like, don't die, like die empty, so to speak.
Exactly. She did
Like,
everything she wanted.
yeah, I felt like she did everything. She put it all on the table. And I just admire that. I just admire that. So yeah.
You know who else was like that too for me? I have quite a few entrepreneurs that I look up to, but honestly, people laugh at me sometimes when I say it. But Master P,
Yeah.
the reason I'm so like that dude is on to something because everything he thought he wanted to do, he did.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not gonna say he like his movies or whatever. They may not be the best movies, but he did one.
That's
You
right.
know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of stuff. My main thing that everything that he attempted, he accomplished. Whether it was good, great, bad, or indifferent, he accomplished every goal that he set out to do. He was like, he woke up one day, I was like, I'm gonna be a basketball player. And he did it.
Hello.
It's like, that's what I'm talking
Yes.
about. Set the goal, make it, crush it, and move on.
Yeah. I think that's amazing. And I think you're right. It's not so much about, is this, because here I was reading this book because I was feeling like, a they say, a jack of all trades and a master of none.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what I was starting to feel. I was like, okay, I'm singing. Oh, I've been acting, comedy, like hosting, and all these coaching, like all these different things. And I was afraid of that title of being a jack of all trades and master of none. But then I wound up reading this book. Somebody suggested a book to me to read, and it's called The Renaissance Soul. And one of the things they talk about, and I've also talked to a coach about this, a Renaissance soul. Basically, not everybody is just going to do one thing until they die, and
Mm-hmm.
just one thing for the rest of their life. You know what I'm saying? You're like, okay, if you're Mozart and all you do is music and that's it,
Right.
like if that's all you're doing, that's fine. Nothing wrong with it. You can master it. It's like going and getting your PhD in one thing.
Right.
But there are some people that
Mm-hmm.
don't do that. They're like,
Exactly.
you know what? I'm gonna be an inventor over here. I'm gonna invent this thing here, and then I'm gonna write this play, and
Mm-hmm.
then I'm gonna own that business right there, and then I'm gonna be invest in this thing, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna have real estate. And you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what they do, and they're good at it. They have a good time, and I really, that's one of the things that I would love to encourage anybody watching is, you know, whatever's in you is in you for a reason.
That's
So
right.
you should go ahead and do that thing that's in you so
Mm-hmm.
that you can like feel fulfilled. Because if you just ignore it and say, well, I need to just stick to one thing,
Hello.
you're gonna be sad.
You see my title down here. Yes, ma'am. Jill of all trades. And I
Exactly.
got to master anything because I'm gonna be dope regardless.
See, that's what I love, that Jill of all trades. That to me makes all the sense. And that was my thing. And
Yes.
so I respect you and I honor you for that, because now you're happy. Look at you. You to me, you seem happy to the mug. Okay. You're like, I'm fulfilled over here. I'm fulfilled in these streets.
All day. If I am, I'm on my way to it.
Okay. Okay. I love it. So yeah.
So are moving on now. We like to keep it fun on Kandid Kisses TV. So I get into your musical likes and dislikes. For example, who is your favorite rapper and singer and why?
Okay. So I feel like one of my favorite rappers, I has to, like, I would say is Common.
Okay.
Yeah, because I grew up listening to him, and it's interesting because I felt like a lot of the stuff that he said I learned from certain things. Like, what was one of the lines? Oh, one line that he said that I feel like I still use now. If I don't like it, I don't like it. That don't mean that I'm hating. I thought that was really profound.
Absolutely.
And then one line I remember him saying like, "Don't find a man until you find yourself."
That's
I was like, Common, you better come through with all the wisdom. See, like that's the kind of stuff that to me, it just like certain things really resonate with me. And I felt like, wow, he's speaking to my soul on some things. And so, yeah, so I think growing up for me, it was Common because of that. And then my favorite singer, and let's see, I guess, again, maybe we can go back to what I was saying before. That, and I can just think about the first time that I heard them at that time that they really resonated with me was Jill Scott, because I kind of felt a little like I just kind of connected with the way, you know, she kind of saw the world in a way. Yeah, you know, and it was just kind of like, you know, it was still soulful, but like it had a natural feel to it.
Yeah. You know what song that I don't know if it was a song or it was an interlude, but it was it's on whatever album is it has Crown Royal on Ice. When she came in, when I first started hearing, I was like, "Oh, this is dope." And I was like, "Oh, she's kind of singing in the opera voice when she
yes.
hip hop." I was like,
yes, yes.
That is what I'm talking about.
That, and I love the versatility in that, and I think that that's so awesome. And then also, like poetry, she'll put some poetry in some things, and you know, she's not afraid to put some food. She be talking about the dinner in the songs and stuff too.
Anybody that can harmonize Prince, come on.
Okay, she like that's what I'm saying. So to me, I think when I think about a lot of people might judge certain things based on you know, oh, I just like the voice, or oh, I just like, you know, that element. To me, I kind of look at how did certain things make me feel, and the music, the actual songs, and what did they say to me, and how it was also delivered. But really, like, yeah, because as a songwriter, that's the kind of stuff that I would really kind of pay attention to.
Absolutely. Now, speaking of music, during the quarantine, the verses was the biggest thing since life. So, what was your favorite verses?
That's difficult. Because I'm not gonna lie, like I really did. It's so hard to say what my favorite one was, but I did definitely love the Earth, Wind, and Fire versus Isley Brothers. Because I mean, that the music. What are we talking about?
Let me ask you something. When you got on there and start watching it, now I don't know if it was just me, but I turned it on, and the whole time until I realized, I was just like, "How they gonna have the Isley Brothers without Ron? Where he at?" Whole time he said,
"Girl,
didn't know he was him."
Girl.
I was like,
"You just said, oh, my people."
I didn't know.
I didn't know either. I was like,
where Ron at?
Who this man? Harper, who this man?
Because I remember Steve Harvey was so excited. He was like, "Yeah, Ron." I was like, "He keeps seeing Ron, but I don't see Ron."
Wow.
That thing
came out. How he didn't came out.
Baby,
like just I'm like, who? Like, what is going on? Like, he didn't came out like on ice. Like, yo, Big Daddy's. That's where Zaddy, like, he was the rebirth of Zaddy. That's really what that was.
I was lost for 2 seconds until he was like, "Ron." He was like, "Yeah," I was like, "That's him."
That's Ron. Ciao.
Baby,
he didn't got like, how many followers did he get from that? My God, like
2 million.
Everybody was in his DMs. Like, so, I'm just saying.
Because you know what I was looking for? When I was looking for Ron, I was just looking for the eyebrows. I was like, okay, where the eyebrows at? Where you at?
Girl, he flipped the whole entire game on. He turned it over. He was like, y'all ain't ready for this. And we were not ready. We weren't.
Upgrade? Shit.
We were not ready.
Understatement, okay.
Okay. I was like, okay, come through. But yeah, that was one of the ones like that had music. But then, oh gosh, this is so hard. That's the hardest question. Don't be asking me hard questions because I felt like, because I got to just really quick. Let me just say this because I feel bad for just pointing that one out because everybody was so great. So, just got an Erykah Badu. First of all, I felt like a queen listening to that. I was like, so I'm just that was just you reminding me that I'm a queen and we're sisters and everything is amazing and life is powerful and the feminine energy, we need this to happen to make the world better. Okay, thank you so much for that. I needed that. And then Patty and Gladys, like,
okay. When Patty came up there and did her two-step, I was like, okay, Patty.
Well, first of all, can we just give it up to like just beautiful, just beautiful, and y'all been in this game for 50 some years.
Yes, Lord.
And y'all are amazing. Like it honestly, and then I mean you had Babyface and Teddy Riley, like like
now Teddy Riley got a whole thing. Would it be like the Wi-Fi be messing up? Yo,
yes, that was hilarious.
Teddy Riley right now.
Yeah. I know he was like, dang, because it kept shutting down. And Babyface, he's just so smooth. I was like, Babyface, why are you so smooth with it?
Babyface like, with his subtle shade.
Let me, yes.
That's cute.
He's like, let me just play you a song real quick. And blah, 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 blah. I'm like, really, Babyface is gonna be like that? I love you so much, though. I love you, Babyface.
No, the funny part with Patty and Gladys, it's like when you first we was all excited. I'm like, okay, what they gonna do first or whatever. They said they'd be like, yeah. So it's almost like they were sitting there having a conversation on the phone. Like, you see Earl? Girl, yeah, he was at a cookout. Like, if you don't sing a damn song, Patty, we don't want to hear about the cheese recipes right now. We want to hear when you've been blessed. That's what we want to hear right now.
They could have made a Patty sweet potato pie on the show.
Listen,
and
they
talked about 30 and I would have been
well, I was so done with them talking. I was like, I want to hear the music. I don't want to hear y'all talk.
You know what? I just want to see y'all because I love you. You know what? This is what it was. I was like, I just want to be there, just sitting on the stage in the corner. Like, but I hear you. It was like, but I want to hear the songs. No, I get it. But at the same time, I was just like, these are some legends. My God. And
listen, when I say music is so embedded in me, I'm the person at the church where it's like the pastor getting ready talking and be like, all right, can we get to the music though? Like I want to hear a word, but I want to hear that Amazing Grace. I want to hear that like I think this is how it should order should always be. Sing like the best top 5 gospel songs, then usher in the pastor. He can give us motivation and words of wisdom. But let me hear the jams first though.
You know what? You because I'm like, they got the jams first. Because I feel like they got all the jams, and then they get to the they mix the jams, and then the message in the middle of the jams.
Sometimes they have the jams first, but sometimes they be doing that song they just wrote 5 minutes ago and don't nobody know the words. I want to read that. Sing something I know. Heaven, please.
You right about that. You right about that.
Like,
they do that.
I can't usher in no spirit if I don't know the words.
You know what? They do that. That does happen. And then you try to get
right.
Because you try to participate, and it's just like, child, I don't know none of this.
I don't know none of these. Like, if it starts sounding good, maybe, but I'm like, I'm gonna need for you. And then they had the ones that want to come in, want to do something different. They want to do rock gospel, and I'm like, all right, yeah, I don't want God angry at me.
You know what? Let me run to the restroom real fast.
Get that one finger real quick.
But no, I hear you. You like just play me some old school like silver and gold or something. Like, can I get some I don't know some 90s Kirk Franklin or something like?
Oh yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, I think if they did that, what if they did? They just have
they good. I'm like
it's gospel Sunday.
That's it. The spirit if Kirk is in the building, the spirit is here. Period.
Because there are some songs that you like. If y'all want to turn up, I guess it's like the songs that the DJs play. Like DJs, as soon as they play Poison,
Oh no, come on now.
it's all go like everybody's like, yo, and they go right to the floor.
And as soon as Cash Money takes over for the 99 and 2000,
oh my gosh,
down. Okay,
that's exactly what started happening. Okay, I love how we just mixed in. I just mixed in the church with the non-church like real quick.
Hey, listen, they had to have their testimony before they got to gospel. They had to be tested first, and then they slid on. Everybody backslide here and there. Come on now. So now, before we get out to the music journey, what is one versus that has not happened that you want to see happen?
Dang. Because they already did Monica and Brandy.
Baby, I had my popcorn with that one. I
was like, look at y'all taking me back to my childhood. Okay. Dang, what haven't they done that I want them to do? I feel like I don't know who it would be, but possibly I wonder if like a Dr. Dre versus Pharrell or something like that.
That would be dope. That would be
like that. Yeah.
Nope.
It might have to be something like that. Because I'm like, who?
I'm still thinking now. I've been saying for the and I think it can happen. Hopefully, it will. Mm-hmm. I want to see a Drew Hill versus a Silk.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then I thought about Mint Condition too, like because Mint Condition got some bangers too.
Oh, what?
Like they could do all three of them. That would be dope.
So what about Boys to Men? No, because I feel. Oh, you know what I feel like? I feel like. Do you think Drew Hill versus 112?
I think. Let's see. I don't think 112 has as many hits. Because they did 112 versus Jagged Edge, and that was kind of like that was.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and it was perfect because they both had about the same amount of hits.
Do you think Drew Hill? Well, I don't know if they could go against Boys to Men. Like
they could, but I don't think it'll be fair. It's almost like okay, for example, like Jodeci. I want Jodeci to go against somebody, but who can they go against? Because Jodeci literally is the godfather of all the like black R&B groups.
Would it have to be Jodeci versus Boys to Men?
That it makes sense for the genre.
Yeah,
fair, but
Jodeci versus Boys to Men. Oh shoot, let's do it.
And hands down, like I love me some Boys to Men, but I really feel like Jodeci would rip that one.
You know, Jodeci is man.
Yeah.
Like,
and I love the reason Jodeci would kill that is because they dang on production. They production with man, Devontae was
different. You know what it is like because Jodeci is that R&B with some edge.
Yes,
that's the only difference. Like Boys to Men was just a little bit more like
lovey-dovey and
like it was like I feel like Jodeci is like if it was a guy you bring home, like he the guy that's a little he nice and stuff and kind of smooth, but he got like he wear Timbs. And he's like, oh, what's up, ma? Like that kind of like that's that man. And then Boys to Men is, hello, ma'am, how are you? And
that's right.
Nice. He's like, yes, I'm in law school or I'm in pre-med right now, and like he's that guy you bring home. So it's nothing wrong with either guy, but the other dude is like, yo, ma, what's going on? Like, and pat you on the booty and stuff in front of your mama. And it's like, I don't know, mom, I'm sorry, but I love him.
Jodeci is the one you don't bring home to mama. Boys to Men is the one you bring home to mama. You keep Jodeci in the back and be like, yeah, you're gonna be the front man right now. Let me get Sean and Wanye real quick.
Oh, I love it so much, but that would be amazing.
Yeah, they need to happen.
Yes.
So, what are some words of wisdom you would give any entertainer or entrepreneur?
I would say be your full self. your whole self. Because a lot of times when it comes to being in entertainment, or you feel like there could be a lot of competition or a lot of whatever, and so you might feel like, and this is also something I got from an interview that I did with Tabitha Brown, who's a really huge vegan influencer.
Like we don't know everybody know who Miss Tab is.
Everybody know. I know.
Well, get
Some
you
people
in the name of Jesus.
don't know. In case they don't know, but I interviewed her for my podcast, and that was literally one of the things that opened up life for her, was her being her full self. This was the interview was amazing, but that was her thing, because she was. I remember her from acting class. She had straight hair. You know, I didn't even know she had an accent like that. And so my thing is that I really do believe in that. Like, me even showing my scars is me being my full self. Right. I was hiding my scars forever, for a long time. And so I think when you're your most authentic self, people connect with you more. You feel more confident, because now you're not having to cover up a part of yourself. You can't fully maintain that. You know what I'm saying? And then you can't just be happy, because you like, okay, what if somebody see this? Let me, you hadn't. So yeah, I would just say be your full self, because the world doesn't have that, and we need that. We need you. So yeah, that's what I was saying.
I think you need to tell my mama that. Listen, because I understand who her, like, it'd be like outfits that she's like, I can't wear that because I got a scar right here. Who cares? Like, I'm so part of the Who Gives a Damn crew.
That's good.
Because while you sit there worried about them judging or pointing at you, they probably can't pay their rent. Like, so why you care? Like, just
that's the truth. That's the truth. And I would tell her that. And I would be like, look, I lived most of my life hiding myself.
Yeah.
And it's like, when you can only do it for so long.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Some people might do it forever. But it's one of those things where it's like, it's not fair. It's not fair to you. Why should you have to hide?
That's right.
And like you said, they have their own problems. That's why I literally say everybody has scars. Everybody. Whether you can see them or not, they have gone through some trauma in their lives. But when you are fully embracing your trauma, embracing your scars, as I like to say,
right,
you are so powerful, and people draw to you. They're like, oh my God, look at you being amazing and confident in yourself. And then it makes them feel like they can be confident in themselves. So it's just the best way to go, honestly. Just be honest about who you are.
That's right. We are moving on to the fun part of the segment. Before we get out of here, we got to get your celebrity crushes. So we are going to do Kiss or Diss.
Okay.
So I'm going to name some celebrity crushes. You're deciding who you kissing, who you dissing. All right. We have Morris Chestnut or Denzel Washington. Who you kissing, who you dissing?
Well, I would have to say, because both of them are very handsome gentlemen. But if we talk about just on today, as it stands, I would probably have to kiss Morris Chestnut and be like, hey, Denzel. Denzel grown.
Right.
You know, Morris a little around closer to my age. So
the only way I'm kissing Denzel is if he got his Caesar cut from Training Day. Now, I didn't think Denzel's never been unattractive, but I didn't see the appeal until Caesar cut on Training Day. I was like, oh, I see what they're talking about now. Okay.
Okay, so not like Mo Better Blues or nothing like that.
I like that Caesar cut with that gold. See, I was like,
that's like, oh, you like him a little edge. You like that Jodeci edge. I see what you're talking about.
Come on now. In my younger days, I was all Jodeci. In my days now, I'm just like, give me a Wanye real quick, because I need somebody to pay these bills.
Hey, you better tell them, I feel like that is the syndrome, because when you're younger, you like, then you get older and you grown, you like,
right. All right, we have Idris Elba or Michael B. Jordan. Who you kissing, who you dissing?
I definitely I definitely like Michael B. Jordan, but I'm gonna have to go with Idris. I'm gonna kiss Idris. He got this otherness about it where it's
He got that
like,
accent too, honey.
huh? You said what happened?
He got that accent too. That accent
Yes.
that give you that.
And but here I feel like I just feel like, I want to talk to me in both accents. Like I want to like speak to me in your native accent, and then I
Right.
want to hear your American version. Like
That's
and
it.
just like I can't even do the accent, but it's hilarious, and I want both of them. There you go. That's what I do.
That
But
see you.
Michael B, I love you. Now you got
See
the muscles that I
with
like.
you can cheat and not be cheating. Be like, okay, you're gonna be Luther today, and then tomorrow you're gonna be Stringer Bell. That's what you.
Okay. I'm like, okay, you better come over here and ask me for some tea. If you want to make you some tea, sir. And some crumpets real quick, okay?
Last one. Forrest Whitaker or Morgan Freeman? Who you kissing? Who you dissing?
You know what? I'll be like, Morgan, come over here. Let me give you a kiss real quick. There you go.
Why did you give him a kiss to come like that? They used to call me Crazy Joe. Now you can call me Batman.
I was like, back in the day when you was driving Miss Daisy, what was that like? That was nice. I like that movie.
Now we are moving on to our DAQs. That stands for dumbass questions. They're just random questions I want answers to.
Okay.
If you could be a superhero, what would your superhero name be, and what would your superpower be?
Okay. So I don't fully know. I'm not fully on board with the second half of this, but I feel like the first half is what it is. So, like Francesca the Incredible or something like that. I don't know. For some reason, Francesca stands out to me. I don't know why.
Okay.
But I would be able to fly. I always wanted to be able to fly, and just because that's so convenient. I just feel like, you know what? I don't want to be here right now. Whew, and I'll just fly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine would be I could just hum and be everywhere I want to be.
That's nice.
Yeah, just and I'm wherever.
That's nice.
Like, cause that way I ain't gotta be. Look, I'm lazy sometimes. I'm like, I don't feel like flapping my wings. No, I'm just gonna hum and I'm gonna be there.
That's nice. I like that. Like, just teleport real quick. Okay. That's it. I like that. Yes, I like that.
If animals could talk, which animal do you think would be the rudest?
That's a wonderful question. Oh my gosh. Okay. I already feel like they're the rudest.
Oh, okay.
But I feel like and this is me being judgmental. But I just feel like cats are I feel like cats be like doing that to everybody. Like, so you was gonna come in here looking like that.
Right.
You was gonna go over here and think that, like if I wanna you get on my nerves. I know you pay the bills, but you still get on my nerves. Look at your face. You ain't got no dates. You just be sitting here petting me. Really? I don't want to talk to you because you ain't got nobody. Like, I just feel like that's so rude. Like, why your cat go off on you like that? That is so rude, cat.
I feel like all cats just be like, it's above me now.
Yeah. It's like the whole cat just like that is like that's what the purr is.
Right.
The purr of judgment. That's what that is.
That is it. What is the weirdest thing you've ever seen in someone's home?
In someone's home. I don't know if it was weird or if like it was just I think it was just I didn't expect it, but I ain't mad at them.
Okay.
But I was staying with someone and I just totally didn't expect it. Like I stayed there for like a whole week or two while my place was getting kind of getting put together. And so in the room, like they just seemed like a precious conservative couple or whatever. But in the room, they had a stripper pole.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh, I didn't expect that. Okay. Like I wasn't mad. I was just like, oh.
You about that life? Okay.
Okay. I see what y'all doing in these streets. And I mean, just like precious, like, yeah, of course you can come stay here with us. Like, it's fine. We have another room. And I was like, oh, okay. And then it was just like, oh.
Let me start niggas throwing that ass in a circle.
Child. They ain't playing no games. They happily married, okay? Happily.
That's how she got him. She was
okay.
like,
she like, and that's how I'm gonna keep them too.
Hello?
Like, don't find our stripper pole, but you can put your bag here. It's fine.
The fact that she said, don't mind the stripper pole.
Like, oh, okay.
Not at all.
All right.
Name 3 items you would purchase to make a cashier feel uncomfortable.
Let's see. I feel like this would happen. Like if I was a guy, it would be more effective. But like condoms, peanut butter, and dog food. If I was a guy.
Interesting.
And then she would be like,
what? Even though that you're not a guy, if you were to purchase that at a cashier, they'd still be like, hey.
Like, and then at the end, or if it's just me, like, yeah, my husband and his dog talk about man's best friend. Like, she like, ma'am, I hate to break it to you, but he always wants peanut butter and like, I don't know.
Man.
I don't know.
We are moving on to GMG. That stands for What Grinds My Gloss. What is one of your pet peeves?
Okay, so I had to really think about this.
And
I didn't have to think too hard though.
Uh-oh.
Cocky iPhone users.
What you mean?
Girl, I'm an Android person. And I'm not even saying
Me too. Samsung life. Come on now.
Samsung. Hello. Now, if you were an iPhone person, you would have been like, of course we're cocky. This is how we roll. Like, hello, we like to like stuff so that it can come through on your phone as liked and loved.
Responding to the damn question.
Exactly. I'm just saying. And I'm not trying to hate on iPhone. I'm just saying, y'all are too cocky with it. Y'all are just like, so all Apple products, if you ain't got an Apple product, you weird, and I don't like you, and you can't go, especially, child.
But you know what I always compare it to? Compare it to, like, you know, y'all sit there and talk about, oh, Apple this, Apple that, but see, Android people, we own our phones. Can you say that? While y'all leasing and trying to wait for the upgrade, we actually own ours. I'm just,
wow. Well,
big flex, you know.
Wow. I'm just like, I don't know if I want to. I can't. It's so much involved. So yes, it's like cocky iPhone users is definitely one of those things.
Okay. We are moving on to one of my favorite segments. That is opera that thing out. Yes, ma'am. So what you're doing? You will pick any song that you know, whether it be a rap song, R&B, theme song, any song that you know, at least a full verse to, and you're going to sing it in your best opera voice.
Okay.
Go for it.
All right. You make me happy, this you can bet. You stood right beside me, and I won't forget. I really love you. You should know. Want to make sure I'm right, boy, before I let go.
That's what I'm talking about. You better come on. Listen. Now, you know one thing I love about that song, though? That was the coldest breakout song I ever heard in my life. Because you think about it, everybody's like, no, he was breaking up with her. Like,
I didn't even think about it like that. Dang. I didn't think about it like that.
like, you better come on and make her happy and then let her go. He said, before I let go, you know. All right, we are moving on. Okay, we are moving on to, you know what? I'm going to do this just because you are a singer, and then we're going to move on to the last segment. We have vocal battle. Now, vocal battle is where if you have a group of different artists and you had to pick out a super vocal team, you're going to tell me who you would put on your team. So we have Brandy or Jasmine Sullivan. Who on your team?
I think Brandy's amazing, but I think I'm gonna roll with Jasmine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kiki Wyatt or Chrisette Michelle? Who on your team?
Let me tell you why.
Okay.
I feel like because Kiki's voice is amazing, but they're like Chrisette Michelle, like she just had this like unique quality to her voice that I'm just like, let me bring this in to add some color.
Man, listen, the way the runs that she do alone and the acrobatics, I'm like, and Kiki, baby, Kiki's a beast, but I'm like, I just feel like it's just this particular tone in Chrisette's voice that make you be like, I'm gonna ride with Chrisette on this. Yeah. I definitely feel you on that one.
Yeah.
All right, Monica or Deborah Cox? Who's on your team?
I mean, because she's not gonna play around. Deborah's not gonna play around. And you know what? Like, what is my team doing? Because I gotta.
You're in a vocal battle. You're picking out a super singing group, and you have to pick all these different vocalists to be on your team.
So okay, so if that's the case, and it's just the battle, I'll probably have to do Deborah Cox.
Okay.
But I love Monica.
Okay, Avery Wilson or Usher? Who's on your team?
I'm gonna do Usher just because I want him to be dancing too. Like I need that to happen. Like you gotta have some flair up in there too.
Okay, all right.
Just because of that.
Last but not least, Jamie Foxx or Tyrese? Who on your team?
Dang. You know what?
Because
I feel like he might rile the team up and get the team like really to like put their best foot forward.
Okay.
Feet forward. Feet, foots. I don't know. I would have Jamie Foxx just because I feel like he's gonna stir up some stuff. He gonna stir up some stuff.
I would do Jamie Foxx just because I know we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna sing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're gonna have a good time. Like that's what it's gonna be. We're gonna have a wonderful time.
Yes. Well, last but not least, we are doing Sing-a-Doo. Sing-a-Doo is a family fun game that me and my homeboy DJ Audra created over the quarantine. So what it is, it's a music game, and you have to sing the melody that's listed on the card, but you can only use the word do. So I'm going to do an example, and I'm going to let you guess a couple, and then I'm going to let you do a couple.
Okay.
So we have R&B and hip hop, greatest hits, pop Billboard hits, country rock, Sing-a-Doo favorites, old school TV themes, and party and dance hits. Now you can pick whatever category you want. I'm gonna let you know now. I can't do nothing country and rock. So what you want to do?
R&B and hip hop.
Perfect. That's my lane. Okay. All right. Do 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 do. You got to know it. If you sing it, you know it.
I know it. My boo.
There we go. My who?
My boo, Usher.
Yep, Usher and Alicia Keys. All right, next one. Ooh. Okay. Do 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 do.
Wait, is that Janet Jackson?
No.
Wait, dang.
I'll do it again. Do 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 do.
Wait, is that New Edition?
No.
Dang, I don't know.
You've been blessed.
Oh, feels like heaven. Child, Lord, I was not thinking none of that. Dang.
One more. Oh shoot. Let me see if I can do this one. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Oh, there ain't no fun unless the homies can have fun. Oh my gosh, you know what it is?
I guess I should do this first.
Oh my gosh, this is a challenging game because it's like you don't expect that to be sung like that.
So I'm gonna hold up the cards to the camera. Once you pick a song out, let me know and I'll drop it. Then I'll try to guess.
Okay.
You ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Let me know if I need to move it or anything.
Okay. Wait, lift it up a little bit. Okay, yeah.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
God, all I know is that one little part.
We'll do it.
Do 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 do.
I feel like I know about.
I'll try it one more time. Do 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 do. And that's okay. Can I give you a hint on it?
Go ahead.
It's just one word. And
Okay.
we talked about her earlier today. Do, 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 do.
I have no idea.
That's what I know. I feel terrible.
Hold on, let me think. Don't tell me. I get so high. Oh.
So it's only one word.
I give up.
Baby, Brandy.
Oh my God!
Am I terrible? Baby,
you did, but see you. How you even hold on? How you going to do the ad lib?
That's not the song.
No, baby, baby. Don't you know?
But Lord,
you doing the ad lib. I was like, what?
I'm terrible at this.
All right,
you know how long it's been since I heard the song? I cannot even fathom. Okay, so I'm obviously not good at this game.
We'll try one more. We're done.
Oh, Lord, that's so sad. Oh. Oh God. Okay. Okay. Okay, let me try to figure this out in my head. Okay.
Now, normally you would be wasting time because you only get 60 seconds to do.
Lord, okay, my bad. Okay. I don't know the other part to it, but
Okay, what genre is it? Is it R&B? Is it hip hop? What is it?
So it's technically hip hop, but hip hop that is
Try one more time.
Father. I'm not good at this. So it's probably some other oh, I feel like this. I'm really not good at this.
I give up. What was
Okay,
that?
so One Dance, Drake.
Oh, you no, that wasn't. That's not your fault because I don't even know that song.
Oh, okay. Something.
Yeah,
I'm
a
okay,
Drake
good.
fan. I'm only.
Okay, I'm gonna just say. I'm gonna officially say,
Mhm.
you are awesome at this game. And I obviously need to go to the school. If you have a school,
Yes, we have a Sing-a-Do school.
then I need to do that. I need to go take some lessons, some online classes, do a workshop or something, so I can get together, because obviously I'm not very good at it. So thank you for being patient with me.
Well, that is how you play Sing-a-Do. If anybody's interested, you can get it at Sing-a-Do.
You better come through with the good games. Yes, you better get this game, y'all. I'm so proud of you.
And please let everybody know how they can find you again on social media, how they can subscribe to your podcast and anything else you got going on.
Yes, absolutely. You can find me on at Audra A. Bryant, AUDRA ABRYANT. And then I do have a book coming out. I talk about my scars experience. I am a certified personal empowerment coach, but I wrote a book and I talk about my experience. It's called I've Got Scars, Baby, how to embrace your scars, empower your purpose. And so I'm really excited about it, and it'll be coming out soon. So you can go to the website and audrabryant.com/book pre-order, and you can pre-order your book. And then definitely check out the I've Got Scars Baby podcast on anywhere where you will find your podcast, but also on YouTube. You have amazing stories and stuff like that. So definitely want you to check it out. And so I'm excited. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I had so much fun.
Thank you for coming. It was a pleasure. And make sure you all tune in every Monday, Thursday, every other Friday, Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. And we will see you next time.
Thank you. I didn't look at myself change clothes in the mirror until I was 25, because I wanted to avoid my scars. But then I learned that our scars are a work of art, because they tell our story, and they're beautiful.
I got scars, babe. I got flaws, babe. I'm trying to break down these walls, baby. But tell me, am I still beautiful, beautiful? I got scars, baby. I got flaws, baby. Trying to break down these walls, baby. Tell me, am I still beautiful, beautiful, beautiful?
Kandid Kisses TV is sponsored by Sing-a-Do. Did you do it today? Sing-a-Do. Sing-a-Do.
Can you do it? Can you do it? Can you do it? Can you do it like this? Can you do it real quick?
Pew! Go get it! Go get it! Pick a card up. Pick your genre. Can you do it right? You're gonna wanna, bruh. It's first to 21. We'll get the job done. So grab your friends and fam, cause it's a lot of fun. Some do it with some class, but make it real fast. This time is kinda tricky.